Hey, what's going on, everybody?
We are live
Yes, we are. And Adam's on location somewhere. Where are you, Adam?
somewhere. I'm always late to the show. You guys know that. But this will be the last time that I'm late officially for the season.
This year, you mean?
Yeah.
So, what were you doing this? What were you doing this weekend? Where were you racing?
We were at the Lightning Challenge at my favorite track out in Tilsonburg, Otterville. And man, it was definitely worth it because we got the TQ and first place. So super
Hardware.
happy about that. Super pumped. And man, looking forward to having a little bit of R&R for sure. But good times, and the traffic was horrible. Let me tell you that.
It still is. At least it's not snowing yet by you.
Man, I'm surprised.
Well, that's awesome. Well, good. We're glad you made it. I guess you're kind of stopped at a rest stop, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, and it's the perfect opportunity to show off the Cow RC headlamp, man, because it is super dark here, man, for sure. And you want to see the camera go blind, like this thing has the power to perform. And with it getting dark now at like 6:30 where I'm from, this comes in super duper handy, especially at the track outdoors for sure.
Well, it's funny you say it because I've been using mine. I say at least 2 or 3 times a week. Just going out walking at night. It's been getting dark, like you said, and it's really been a big difference in what I've been doing. So like kind of going to some different lights that I've used before. This was like the traditional light that I've been using. This kind of heavy deal, right? So like these have been okay. The lighting on these is okay, but they're so heavy. It's like a miner's
Oh yeah.
light, right? So it's like real heavy. And then this is supposed to be adjustable, and it's not really that adjustable. And the kind of the light is very like focused, so it's not very widespread. So I was very excited when we got the headlamps because these things,
Same.
oh yeah, they work so much better. I mean, so this being more of a like wide band helps so much more, and it's giving you, so you got a lighter, so you got like two different versions of, or two different light frequencies, right? So you had the bright, which is what I have on before, lighter, which is I have now, and then you've got the spotlight, which also has two different strengths to it. And the other cool thing is the if I can find it here, the motion sensor. So you can,
Yes.
you don't want it on all the time. So off, on. So this is a really
Crazy.
cool thing. Yeah, that's one of my favorite features of it. I don't use it so much like when I'm walking at night, but like if you're turn that off. But if you're working on something, that's perfect because you don't always want that light. You're kind of getting close to something and you want it to you don't want to blind yourself. You start getting, especially if you're working on like the Cow RC mats. I mean, the white background really makes everything amplified. So it's great for long distances, and the peripheral of the light I thought was really the best. Like these old types of lights, they're very focused, like I mentioned. So they give off a lot of light, but they're just like they're extremely focused. And this is what I've really enjoyed this because walking at night, you kind of like you start with the old style, you're kind of like it's like a train, right? It's just very focused, and you can't see anything around you, so you're kind of like constantly turning your head to see what's around. But the Cow RC headlamp, it's very wide, so it really casts a nice wide light around you, so you can actually see a little bit more. So it's almost like you're walking. I mean, and before it gets like super dark, it almost feels like it's actually light outside because it is just kind of a very natural light versus a focused light. Oh, and I think Adam is frozen there. Oh, there he is.
Settings are that you actually have a dimmer set. You don't really need it on full black.
Well, I'm going to pull him off of there until he unfreezes here. I don't think he knows he's frozen. But yeah, so yeah, these, and actually let me go ahead and show you on the site where we're at here with the headlamps here. since we just got these on sale, or for sale, I should say. So here we go. So here's the rechargeable headlamp. As I talked about, you've got the sensor, because basically like it's a motion sensor. You've got your full, forehead of the LED light, plus you have this nice little more focused LED part. I mean, real lightweight. It's really comfortable because it's evenly distributed. So it's an evenly distributed weight, like around your entire head, versus the other one that I think pretty much everybody has, the version I was just talking about. And that is, all the weight is like right in front of your nose. So, and even those, I found that, bugs and things like that, it would get more into my eyes, where the Cow RC headlamp, it's more spread out. So you don't have that whole focus, and you're not getting, your eyes aren't getting kind of blinded at the same time as you're trying to see. So hopefully you guys have picked some up. If you haven't, check them out. Actually, let me go double check the price on these guys here. So $9.99. So these are at $9.99. A super great value. Oh, there he is. He's back.
I'm back. Yeah, I had to reset. I apologize, man. And I thought we were at a good spot too, but here we go.
There's no ever good spot better than when you're like in your own home, because then you know what's going on there. So
yeah,
you've been using your headlamp you've been using yours at the pits, like in your pit space, right?
Correct. Yeah, especially when it's time to refuel the generator. We always keep the generator behind the trailer, and it's in between the tree line and the generator, so we don't hear the noise of the generator. So walking back with the gas can, trying to fill it and not overfill it, this thing is clutch. So definitely one of those things that has come off wonderfully, and I love having the new headlamp. It makes it so much easier. And I don't know if you told all the guests yet, but we're giving two of them away tonight.
That's right. Yes. Let me show the hashtag here real quick. So here it is. Hashtag snot. So we're giving away 2 prizes tonight. So get in your hashtags here. Hashtag snot. And this is in honor of the Cow RC cow snot. So we showed last episode, we showed the cow snot out for the first time, and it's green, it's green presentation, and we've sold over 100 containers of the cow snot. So, and actually it was so popular, Adam gave his away today.
It's crazy how cool it is. And everybody that's been using it, if you can, just share in the comments how you actually used it yourself. Because with 100 units sold, I guarantee somebody that's in the chat right now has definitely had a good experience with it.
Yeah, no, this stuff is cool. I mean, it's definitely really unique. And if for anybody who hasn't messed with it yet, if your kids have slime, like play slime, it's very, very similar to that, if not almost the same, right? The better part is it smells good. So it's actually, so Cow RC actually had some, I think, oil impregnated into this. So that way it actually gave off a more pleasant smell than the slime. Slime it smells kind of gross that your kids would play with, right? So the cool thing is you can break off, sections of this. You don't need to have it all as one big glob, and it goes back together. So that way, when you do use this, it is going to get dirty, right? So you're not going to be able to reuse it. You'll be able to use it to some extent, but you can't like wash it out. So it is a disposable item. So if you take little parts of it and use it, and actually I'll kind of show you one thing that I learned. Mark Santa Maria did another great unboxing, right? And he actually used it on his radio, which I thought was kind of cool. So I mean, so like what I used to use for radios was the Cow RC Moo Clean cleaner grease, right? Because it's electronic safe, and you've got all these buttons and these little nooks and crannies. These things are like impossible to get clean. And mine's not that dirty, but when he was showing this, you're getting in here into the grooves. Your toggle on the back, getting into those little grooves in here, just everywhere. I mean, there's this. I would say, is almost like the perfect tool to clean your radio with, because there's just so many buttons and crevices for things to get in. Now, granted, you're going to more likely have dust in this thing more than you are going to have like mud. And heaven forbid you have water in it. But dust, I'm sure, Adam, you're sitting out there on the outdoor track. Everything's dusty, right? The inside of your truck is dusty. Your teeth are dusty. Everything's dusty.
Yeah.
Right. And so, you just take this and you literally just rub it. There's no activation or anything. You don't need to add water. You don't need to let it activate. The original, what we made some videos before that said with our prototype that you had to actually let this set out because it would become too sticky and you couldn't use it. But the actual production version is actually very user-friendly. So you don't need to let it set out. You obviously are going to want to put it back after you're done using it. So you don't want to leave the can off, the lid off. You want to make sure you reseal it. Again, take off little pieces of this because it is going to get dirty and you're going to throw it away. And Adam, I don't know if you shared little parts and pieces with your fellow racers or not, or if you just gave them the whole jar. But this is a decent size. So this is probably a size of a quarter maybe, and it's enough because you can let it flatten out, all that kind of good stuff.
It was used in
What's that? Well, he's off again there. So we'll get him back on here in a second. But yeah, let us know what you're using this for. I would kind of check out. Yeah. So Jason said it's a pleasant fragrance. I agree. It is really pleasant. My kids actually added some their own little, parts and, their little scents to it as well. They're huge in the slime, and Heath was nice enough to send them each their own canister just to have, for them to play with. But they added kind of their own fragrances to it as well. So, feel free to do that as you see fit. But yeah, let us know what you guys use these for, because it's, I think it's actually one of these we're going to find it has a lot more uses than what we originally think. Oh, Harry's back.
Yeah, but Tom was saying about using it for the on-road cars to get the fibers from the carpet out. And I can't wait to test mine for that, because I feel like that is going to be one of the best things about it. And having just a little bit, like you're saying, the quarter sizes, you can use it multiple times throughout the event and not have to worry about contaminating the rest. So one of those products that should be able to get into the very tight nooks and crannies and just be something that's easy to have on the side of your pit table. And man, it was the conversation was huge on the show last time we had it, and in the pits. I couldn't believe how many people were asking about the snot, because there's a lot of other products that we were demoing and stuff, and the snot just kind of took off. So it's pretty cool that it worked that way.
Yeah, and so Zach's got a really good comment here, and he's absolutely right. So if you use a piece of it and you don't get it too dirty, you don't need to just throw it away. You just put it back in the container, and it'll actually just melt back into it. So let's set overnight or whatever. But all this stuff, no matter what you set it on, actually you could even just wedge it back in with the rest of it. But no matter what you set it on, it'll flatten out. So gravity loves this product because it'll actually just flatten itself out into a pool. So if you're ever wanting to for whatever reason leave it out, I used to put I'd put a piece of wax paper, wax cooking paper, for cookies. That way at least it's not sticking and picking up more dirt. You actually have a clean surface. But yeah, this stuff, you see what I put the little ball that I was playing with back into here, and it just meshes back together. But again, you want to be careful with that. If it's super dirty, just throw it out, because it's just going to contaminate the rest of it. But yeah, so going back to our snot hashtag.
Hey,
giveaway.
So Donald was.
Well, going back to our hashtag snot giveaway. So we're going to give away 2 prizes. Each person is going to get 1 headlamp and 1 jar of cow snot. So really cool. And then that's that hashtag snot to give that away. So what we actually are going to do here is another promo for today. So to kind of let me get into this first. I'm going to share some news here with you real quick. So we've come up with, we've been selling quite a few different types of brushes, right? and all the way from reservoir brushes, detail brushes, block brushes, tire brushes. We've got lots going on here. Oh, there's Adam. And Adam, I was just getting back into the brushes. So I'm going to start getting into the brushes and the new holders that we're making. So the holders, not on sale yet, but what we're going to do here, I'm going to throw some slides up here for you and kind of show you some of these awesome holders that we're fabricating right now. Should be ready. Let me see if I can get this. I don't know if I have a time frame on here when they're going to be ready, but we'll be ready soon. So what we're going to do here is today during the show, if you spend $20 or more on an order, so this would be $20 before shipping and after your deduct of your Cow Tech code, you will get sent a free holder with that. So like, let's say if you order the detail brushes, you don't have to order $20 of just brushes. You can order, one set of detail brushes and some other Cow RC products, but you'll get a holder for those detail brushes. And we'll actually, I think the only brush holder that's not in yet is the tire brush. So that'll be a couple days out. But even if you do order that, your tire brushes, you'll still get a holder for that as well. But I wanted to go and show you kind of some slides of what these guys look like, because they're pretty slick. I have not seen one in person yet, just the photographs. There we go.
And Keith is saying it's going to be ready in a couple days, so that's super cool.
Days. Good deal. So here's the block brush holder, right? So you have your 5 block brushes here, and you can kind of see down here. So it kind of stands them up, and here's the holder right here. So you notice,
nice.
you actually anchor them to the wall, which is pretty cool. So if you've got a nice workbench set up, I mean, that's what kind of one of the purposes. Obviously, very portable, but you can actually mount them to your workbench wall. So really cool. So that way, this is them kind of facing the wall here, and they're going to stand up so that way you can see exactly which brush you're aiming for. Here's our blade brushes and our other detail brushes here, having a nice different, some hooks for these. Holes already come in the brushes. So nice little wall mount deal there. And here's it without the brushes on here. So it holds 6 different brushes for this holder. And here's our detail brushes. Again, wall mounted, uses the hole that's in the brush itself.
So one thing that I do want to point out, man, I'm going to actually mount these to my folding table. So when I go to the event, I'm going to actually have them with the screws already there, and then I can just clip them on and then keep them by my table, but not on the table. You know what I mean? Because when you're at the race events, like, table space is valuable, especially when you got all the kids and the kits and all that other stuff. I think that having the screws already pre-mounted into the side of the table and then just clipping them on, it'd be an awesome way to display your brushes, and have them super convenient and rate Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I didn't even think of that. And I've been struggling, I have all the brushes.
Right.
And I kind of set them up, my workbench behind me. I've got like some tool holders that I've used that I've got from other, companies, and I've kind of made some hodgepodge, display cases for them.
Right, yeah.
And my at-home workspace, it's all concrete walls. So I don't usually attach things into the wall. It's just more of a pain for me to do it than anything. So I don't really have a whole lot of wall space, but you just gave me a great idea, because that's what I'll use these portable folding tables. I have like 5 of these things in my workspace, and that's fantastic, Adam, because I was honestly kind of like frustrated. I was like, well, I can't really use these. I'd like to hang them on the wall, but I can't. And now I have a place. So thank you for that. That makes me feel better.
But he brought up a great point. They are 3D printed, so don't leave them attached to the tables. I'm going to have it loose enough so I can clip them on where they're secure, hold the brushes, but obviously make them so they're removable when you throw them in your pit bag to bring them on home again. You want to make sure you keep them safe.
Very good. Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, if you're out there and it's a 100-degree day and the sun's beating on 3D print stuff, it's not going to last very long. So yes, very, very good caveat to that. But yeah, so just kind of reiterate. So today during the show, you spend $20 or more. So that's before shipping, after your Cow Tech 10% discount. And if you order brushes with your order, you're going to get a free brush holder. So if you order all the brushes, you get brush holders for all of them. If you order just one set of brushes and some other items, you get the brush holder for those that one set. So really cool. So you got 40 minutes left to take advantage of that. Take advantage.
And the cool thing is too, they got now a part of the combo sets on the website. So if you want to go all out, you can hit that combo and obviously get every brush and every holder for those brushes. And don't forget to add the skins, because man, who doesn't like green streak? I think that green streak for the win here, baby.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm starting to get into the hot rod theme. I like that color. I do like green streak is my close second. I have like the Grim Reaper theme too. There's some of those items I've got one, the dragon theme on my brush, my tire brush here, which I thought that looked kind of cool. I usually kind of go back and forth, decide based on what it looked here. I got it upside down. Based on what I kind of like the way it looks, what the item looks like, and then I go with a different theme. But yeah, this kind of that's how I roll, at least, to each their own.
Absolutely. And that's the best part of Cow RC. You can customize it to your own liking, and everybody has their own theme, because we got Dino with the Reaper, we got Johnny with the Dragon. Like, it's some good stuff, because everybody has their own thing that kind of matches their paint schemes too, and all the other stuff, right? So definitely one of those things that's super cool to have.
Yeah, and don't forget, tell us what you're using your brushes for. Part of and Adam and I are gonna get into here later in the show. We have a very cool surprise here to tell you about here towards the end of the show, and this is going to really take us through the end of the year and into 2025. So if you kind of remember, I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint before we get into it. Is if you remember end of the year last year, what Cow RC did and who we were working with, we're going to do something similar to that. It involves all of you fans. You guys are going to be able to help us decide how we're going to take care of this. A little surprise we're going to release here at the end of the episode, and allow you to be part of the I guess unveiling and how we do this, and also your chance to be involved in the final part of it. I'm just skipping around certain words here.
Yeah, for sure. He's being very secretive with the hints there, but I know I'm super excited, and the best part is it's going to be involving you guys, and we're going to be able to show off a whole bunch of products that what we can do with them. Obviously, it's going to be something that we've both been excited to share with you guys now for a bit, since he's dropped the bombshell on us. So it is, word salad, eh? But definitely one of those things that we're super stoked to be a part of, and I can't wait to spill the beans for sure.
Oh yeah. So so what we're kind of going through with when talking about this, the surprise we're going to share is we also kind of want to go. We've been kind of driving the ship a lot, right? We've been driving the ship of trying to help people save some money, show the value of the Cow RC products, release, new releases of products like we just did, the cow snot, the brush holders, the headlamps, we show a lot of the new stuff, which is awesome. We love doing that stuff, but we want to take the opportunity to allow you guys to express your opinions of, obviously like a product caddy. I've heard that. I think Dino is a humongous advocate for the Cow RC product caddy. That's an idea that's been thrown out there for a year, and maybe it's going to happen. A lot of these ideas are coming from you guys as the fans. And if you say it long enough, he says yes. He wants the caddy bad.
Yeah. It's such a cool idea. And let's face it, man, at the pits and bringing stuff up, and when you're trying to clean it, like that, having a one handle item that can potentially carry multiple things. And I already know I could give them a list of what I would want it to carry. And I'm sure everybody has their ideal situation of what you would want to have Cow RC related in your own personalized holder. So I know he's going to have to try really hard to get that onto the site. But man, it's one of those things that's been requested for months now.
A year, I would say, easily a year.
Yeah.
And we've been on, so we're almost on our 2-year. I mean, I think this coming March will be our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's amazing
great.
to believe. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure we'd make it like 4 months.
Hey, me either. Like after the first show with the seance and the candlelight visual and all that stuff, it was awesome that you guys stuck with us, stuck around, and you, the viewers, have actually made it more exciting for me and Tyler. The
Yes.
questions, comments, obviously the suggestions. That's what we're talking about right now. When you guys make good suggestions, some of the stuff has actually come up almost instantly. It's even made Heath change his course of plans and fast track some other items, investigate some items, and the team has been testing other stuff behind the scenes to see what would be the best value for you, the customer, based off of your suggestions. So it's just been an awesome year round and round for Cow RC, and to finish off the year, this secret is just going to be next level. I'm excited.
Well, here's a cool comment from Chris Halley. I mean, he's saying, an orange, right? So like an orange theme. So I mean, really good point, because I mean, orange is a nice color, pops.
Cute
You can
color, yeah.
identify your skins, your tools and everything. I mean, so Freaky Skins does all the skins. He designs all of those. Neil over at Freaky Skins, yeah, super talented guy, makes awesome skins. I mean, just they're top notch. I don't think it gets better than the stuff he makes. And so having what we have 5 skins now, is that right? Of Patriot, Grim Reaper, the Hot Rod, Dragon, and Green Streak, right? Is that 5?
Yeah,
5. So maybe having a 6th one in there, if you're listening, Heath and Neil, maybe that's an option. I like it. So, and someone said, oh yeah, Thompson, call it Orange Crush. I like that too.
There you go. And I know my daughter and a couple other girls out at the track are always asking for the girl theme. And I gave them the girl stickers, the Cow RC girl stickers, but there's no pink theme either. Or you know what I mean? So like for the girls, man, there's a lot more girls getting into the hobby, and it's cool to see. And yeah, the pink option, I see, Heath, I see he's reading my mind. But my daughter would be all over that, because that's her kit and caboodle. She's got pink tools, she's got pink setup stations, pink 3D printed stuff, and like her whole paint scheme's pink and purple with all the Cow RC girl stickers that she could possibly fit on it. So having a pink scheme would be cool.
Maybe we make a goal for next October to honor Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We could have some pink skins. Maybe a limited edition pink skins. I know different RC companies do. Like Trail Hobbies, they made a limited run of 10 pink beadlock wheels, which I was lucky enough to be able to grab one. They only had 10 of them out, and they sold out in like 30 seconds. So it was a pretty cool tribute. And a lot of other companies do it. Like some servo companies do pink servos, and Vanquish is really big into some pink stuff. So it's always cool to have those little limited edition stuff.
Yeah, Mike was all over that too, man. He's like, took the words right out of my mouth. But definitely super cool. NSDRC, they do it too. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of companies that actually have themed things and stuff like that, which just adds awareness to it, and it's an awesome option. And I didn't see, purple is the new black. Man, it's pretty cool. Purple's been taken off locally as well. And another one has been the matte colors. I've seen some wicked paint schemes now that are matte, and just to see it, it's so cool. And man, I was surprised, because I wasn't a matte type person, and now seeing the different themes, it is cool, especially if you can tie it into your Cow RC stuff. It just goes like over the top cool then.
Oh yeah, no, I like the different color stuff, and I think that's it's there's always limitations to what you can do, but it's just hearing what you guys like. I mean, it sounds like a lot of people like different colors and want to see some new stuff. So maybe that's a possibility. But yeah, let's hear what else you guys have. So like, if you guys have questions about the products you're using, how you're supposed to use them, are you having problems with any of them? How do they work together? Let us know. I do like the new product stuff too, but we've got so many products coming out. It's like it's coming out of our eyeballs, which is a great problem to have. But we've also got some really, really cool products that have been around for a long time. And, if you go back and look at some of the episodes that Adam and I have done, this is our 43rd episode.
Crazy.
And which is amazing to believe. And we're very honored that you guys have tolerated us for 43 episodes. So thank you for doing that. But yeah, hearing about what all you guys are using the existing products for, udder butters, all the aerosol sprays, the cleaners, what are you guys using them for? That's why we're here.
So I do want to say one thing. John did try a different dust control on his track this weekend. It was some kind of I want to say linseed oil. And when they first applied it, it was stuck to tires like you would not believe.
Oh.
The cool thing is, Cow RC has you covered. The Cow RC tire wash, it ate through the linseed oil, and I wasn't sure if it was going to sell it or whatnot, but I can definitively say if you go to an oil track and you need to clean your tires and recondition them back to factory new, the tire wash did an amazing job. And you needed the brush this time. I was able to get away with it without having the tire brush. Luckily, you can actually get in there nice and deep and apply a lot of pressure without fear of bending the tire brush. I know Tyler was showing off the brush earlier, but it's a pretty robust brush to get the big heavy chunks out of your tires and lugs, right? So depending on what pin, or if you're running a bar style tire or whatnot, the tire wash just did great. That's why I've been ultralight greasing everything. Oh geez. Yeah. Hey, that's another great product. And I told a few people on the other episode about their pillow balls. And I'm wondering, did you guys have a chance to try it? Have you been out again yet? Because for me, I've seen a whole bunch of people on the fan page using the Moose Slick now for their hinge pins and all that stuff, upper and lower. That's huge. I've seen pictures of people using udder butters when they're building their links now. And if it's a 10 scale, they can adjust them without popping off. So a whole bunch of huge thank yous for those. And just seeing what you guys are using it for is awesome.
Well, Zach, last episode you talked about your pillow balls, and here is, Zach tried on his and had good success. I mean, I used to race a pillow ball car, and I always got frustrated with that setup. And that was before the ultralight grease came out. And I got out of racing by the time that product came out. But, that was always something I got frustrated with, is either it was either too lubricated because I'd get it too, I'd put I don't even know what I put, Vaseline I put on it. And then they just pop off, or they were too sticky and I wouldn't get any it wouldn't turn right. So I'm glad to hear that there's a product that's out there to help you guys.
Absolutely. And that's the thing with having access to the fan page. There's been tons of new people being in on it. The picture, the content, the tips, everything's been pretty cool on the fan page. And if you haven't been to it yet, obviously you got to check it out. And the one thing that I really enjoy is when I go to my RC related pages, it's always positive. It gets me away from the humdrum of the day. And if I only have a few minutes for lunch or break or whatever, I know if I'm going to go to this page, it's not going to be, negativity or voting this, that, and all the other stuff. It's going to be fun, exciting stuff that I'm into, and I'm sure you guys are into it too. So the ultralight grease is on my spotlight for sure. Yeah, Dino, you'll definitely like it. It's point and shoot. It's so easy to get it where you need it, and obviously you've used the udder butter and stuff like that, so the udder butter stays put. And I've been seeing a lot of people not abusing the amount now too, which was awesome when we did the whole talk about this is how much you need, this is what you can save on, and the cost effectiveness of not wasting it and filling the whole diff case with fluid that's just or udder butter that's not even going to help protect. You just need it on the contact areas only. So super cool to see you guys following along with that.
We gave Mike a tip right there, so that's great. And then we and that's why we repeat a lot of the stuff, the information we share. So there's guys Jason's on here, Johnny's on here, Doug's on here, Dino's on here. You guys are on here like every episode, and we really, really appreciate it. And then we occasionally, we'll get new guys. I think I've seen Mike Marshall on here a couple times, but not on every episode. So we repeat ourselves occasionally. So that way, guys who aren't tuning in regularly will still get the good information. We always appreciate going back and looking at the old episodes, but understandably, it will take some time to find that one key bit of information. But if you do go through and look at the old YouTube episodes, I've gone through and started doing like timeline stamps of different topics. So it's back. I think I stopped I'm like around episode 25. So always go back and take a look at those. It'll help you kind of navigate your way through those episodes. So you can get yourself into the stuff you really want to know about.
And if anybody's interested, we can actually create an audio-only podcast. So let us know in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. I seen that comment. I was waiting for you to share it. I was like, come on, please. That's awesome. Yeah, the content usage is gone. That's awesome.
So 2 points of that. So one good point is people are listening. Second bad point is people are listening, and it's causing the reverse effect.
Yeah, too good, eh? But he's making up for it in cow snot snails. That's for sure.
There you go. Yeah. See, other stuff to go through.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Mike. I don't know if I've seen Mike Sparky Hopkins on here. I don't know if I've seen him on here before, but thanks for joining. That's awesome. Glad that you're getting some knowledge out of this, and make sure hit us up on Facebook Messenger. So Adam and I are always available to answer questions. If you have comments, concerns, I do get comments occasionally. Actually, I got a comment from a gentleman who watched the episode pretty frequently, and he was wanting to know how to clean off his Carbon Series mat. So he had just picked one up and was looking to how to clean it up. So gave him some pointers. So always feel free to do that if you're not wanting to ask a question on here or you think of it later. Obviously, we're on every other week, so not available all the time on this show, but we're always available independently.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing is, we've seen Tyler destroy his mat how many episodes now? Right. And it never gets old because people still are amazed that I throw so many chemicals on my carbon fiber series mat. And at first, I was gun shy until I seen Tyler just destroying it. I'm like, what is he doing? And it just takes it.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm actually using it for a build right now, or I'd bring it out. But I mean, that is one of the most amazing mats that there is. I mean, the only thing that it doesn't take is CA glue. You still don't want to put CA glue on it. No. But I mean, the greases, the cleaners, the lubricants. I mean, it's the sprays. It loves it, and it's honestly, you could clean it up. I mean, you go back and look at. We've probably had 5, 6, 7 episodes of me just direct spraying all over it, and you'll watch after that episode or during that episode, all I do is take a microfiber towel and I just rub it in. You don't have to. I never go back and clean it. If I promise I'm telling the truth. After I wipe those things down, I leave it. I don't go out in the yard and hose it off. I don't go to the sink and hose it off. I just rub it all in with a microfiber towel and go on to the next time.
It seems to absorb and love the chemicals. And that trick, whoever first did it with Moose Slick, they're genius, because that right there makes the carbon pop. So whoever figured that one out was like sheer genius.
Yeah, that was actually I want to say Heath. Maybe somebody else that Heath said it to. Maybe even Mark Santa Maria might have, because I know he was one of the first people to have that. But that's a really nice tip about that. Yeah. So Scott says he needs a Carbon Series mat. So yeah, check out the web store and use the Cow-Tech code, so you get yourself 10% off anything on the store as many times as you want. So you can use that code. Also, you can't combine codes, but you can use that Cow-Tech code as many times as you want and buy everything that you want with that. So, and check out the different ones. Like there's the larger Carbon Series mat, there's a small one, and there's a mini one. So based on what your budget allows or what you're comfortable with, and if you just want to try it, get like the smaller, the mini, try it out, and go back and look at the episodes and do what Adam and I are doing to it, and you will not be disappointed. And then if you find that you like it, jump on and get the larger one if you need it.
Yeah, and it really depends on the kits and what you're planning to use it for. I found now that for mobility, having the carbon series where you're not worried about having to have a completely flat surface while traveling, the carbon series is really rugged and can take a lot more abuse than the standard magnetic pit mats. So just keep that in mind as well. It's always an extra bonus, right? Not only does it take Tyler's beatings, it takes the travel beatings as well.
That's right. Let's see here. You appreciate the comments, guys. This is very nice. I like seeing all the comments. Everybody kind of going back and forth with each other. This is really cool.
Yeah, and Mike, the mouse pad is definitely wicked. I don't know what you're into racing or whatnot, or what you do RC related wise, but for me, having that on my pit table, it's just one of those things that just dresses it up. I love the graphics that they put on the mouse pad. It's one of those things that I love showing off.
So as a reminder, guys, so we've got about 40 folks watching right now. I've only got 27 entries for the headlamp and cow snot giveaway here. So let me put up the hashtag one more time here, so that way everyone can see it if you joined in late. Hashtag snot. Super simple, right? So we're going to give away tonight, give away 2 giveaways, and each giveaway is going to get a jar of cow snot and one of the new headlamps. So all you have to do in the comments, just type in hashtag snot and you will be in. So now we got an extra one. We got 28 now. So 29. So it's working. So it's
there we go. There we go. That's what we like to see.
That's what we want to see. So we'd love to see. Yes, there you go, people. Thank you for doing that, because it's our way of rewarding you for your loyalty and checking out the show, and that way it gives you a little sample of the products, and you can see, even if you've never purchased a Cow RC product before, hopefully this allows us to earn your trust, and you'll come back and try some more products here in the future. Well, good. I'm glad everybody's kind of starting to go in. So, well, we got about 15 minutes left, Adam. We still got to do the drawing, but should we go ahead and announce what our
We have to. I bite my tongue about this. We have to tell them. We have to tell them.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little intro here, and let's see if this thing will work here. What is this? So if you guys, obviously you guys probably are familiar with this vehicle. So this is the Traxxas Max 4S. So what Cow RC is doing is, if you remember last year, Cow RC did a charity giveaway based on a build of an RC car, and it was a crawler last year, and the charity raised over $1,900, and 100% of the proceeds went to the charity. And we are doing that exact same setup this year, but with a different vehicle, as you can see here. So super awesome truck, right? So kind of give you a little bit of we're going to just dive into this a little bit now. And this series and this giveaway, a charity giveaway, is going to go further as we go through the year. So kind of high level, the truck alone is going to be valued at $1,000. So that's with upgrades, that's with the truck itself, everything that you really kind of need for this truck to go, and plus our Cow RC tweak on it, right? And plus Cow RC is giving away a ton of product that comes with this as well. And Freaky Skins is going to give a custom one-off body with the wrap on it. So the body will be the same X-Max body, but it'll be a one-off wrap. So you'll have an extra body with a custom wrap on it, and then another wrap as a duplicate, just in case you mess the first one up, because this is going to be it's a spicy RC, so you're definitely going to get some road rash on it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to building it up, getting it all hopped up for you guys, and kind of picking your guys' brain. There's a few tasteful hop-ups that we already know we want to go with and what route we want to take, but we're very curious. Like, man, are we gonna jack it all up, get it all 4x4 and off-roady, or are we gonna slam it, give it some street tires, make it super fast? Who knows? But with your help and support, we're gonna kind of figure that out. And once the tickets go on sale, it's basically going to be the same way as they did it on Size Matters. So Craig did an amazing job. And what we're going to do is it's going to be bought and paid for through Cow RC's website. He'll keep all the numbers. So say you buy the one ticket, you're going to get one number. And it's going to be in order. So every time an order comes through and it's paid for and completed, you'll get that number. Say you want to buy 10 tickets. Whatever number you come in at, you'll get that 10 bank in a row. So then at the end, when we formulate how many tickets we sold, because I know we're going to beat last year's target,
Right.
then we put it in a random generator, and we're going to do it live on the show, and one lucky person is going to be super freaking stoked. Because I'm excited to start doing this build. I can't believe we had to keep it a secret this long, and he is just going to hit a home run. So all of the truck costs are going to be covered by Cow RC. All of the chemicals, all of the maintenance stuff, all of the Cow RC goodness is going to be 100% paid for by Cow RC, and the skin's going to be completely paid for as well, not part of the $1,000 budget. So
Right.
all of the proceeds, I just wanted to repeat this because this is super important. All of the proceeds, 100%, is going to the Charlie 11 cause. So it's amazing that we get the opportunity to try and follow in Size Matters footsteps, and we're doing build number 2, and it's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so here, Dino, he already read our mind here. He said, who gets the pleasure of the build? So that is what we're going to be asking you guys next episode 44. So you guys start thinking about it. So what we've been talking about is, so we've been real big on showing you guys how you get your RC ready to bash, right, or to crawl. Prepping it, make sure that that you're the timing you clean it after is easier, right? It's all about using these products as a system, using everything ahead of time, and so we're going to go through where one of us, either Adam or I, takes it out of the box, pretty and new, and we get it ready for its first build or its first bash, and then we're going to bash it, right? We're going to run it and beat it up, get it dirty, and use it, right? Use it how it's supposed to be, and then we're going to just mail it to the next guy. And then the next guy has to rebuild it, fix it, and get it ready, basically transform it back to new again to be presented to the future owner.
Yeah, because obviously we're going to go through and give it the Cow RC maintenance love. We're going to have a lot of content going through it, brand spanking new, exactly what we would want to do and promote. So not only are you going to be getting this X-Max, the Max, but you're going to get all of the best products already pre-done the first time. Then it's going to get driven. And I don't know who's going to get it dirty or beat up or whatnot, but then it's up to the next person when they hand it off to bring it back to life and to have it in the condition that you would expect with the best maintenance and cleaning products on the market. So it's going to be a lot of fun to do these shows.
Yeah, so the viewers, so you guys get to pick which, it's either Adam or I gets to clean up the mess. Who gets to create the mess? Who gets to clean it up? So you guys get to choose, and we'll figure out maybe the next episode 44 how we go about doing that. I'm thinking like we do some type of hashtagging voting tool. I'm sure Adam, you know what to do with it. But
yeah, I'm just gonna do hashtag Adam, so I'm guaranteed to win. But we'll make it for Tyler.
But no, it's gonna be fun.
It'll be fun. Oh yeah, and the best part is you guys having a say and kind of like the direction we take. It's gonna be fun. Also, like seeing what we do with the brand new vehicle. I know most of the time for me, anyways, it's odd for me to have something brand spanking new because as soon as I get it, we're racing, we're doing this, we're doing that, and it's super hard. But it's gonna be fun to do it right out of a box, like doing a reveal and all that stuff. It's been a while since I've been able to do one of those, so maybe yeah,
Well,
we'll see. Because either Tyler or me is gonna get it. It's up to you guys. So we'll have some fun with it.
and so if you guys don't know, so what the charity Operation 11 Charlie is it's a charity to help veterans of our military, deal with things that they've been dealing with through their military service. So it's a way to channel their focus on RC, and it's driven of it's a group of men, women who are veterans of our military, and they bring in new recruits. Most of these folks are they're veterans who don't have any background in RC. And the way this is set up is to Operation 11 Charlie gets funds either for their donations, gifts, things like that, and builds trucks and RCs for these other veterans so they can bring them along to different events. And it's a great way from some camaraderie between military services, and it's just a really good, very original idea, and that's what all of this build charity money goes to is to building vehicles for these other veterans, so that way they have ways to channel their feelings and be able to work with other veterans. So 100%, like Adam said, 100% of this these charity donations goes to Operation 11 Charlie. Cow RC and Freaky Skins are totally they're paying the bill for the truck. The products, the skins, everything is being donated 100%. So, every dollar goes to Operation 11 Charlie. So like I said, last year, $1,900. We had our charity last year was ASD Crawlers, which was Autism Awareness charity. And so this year's the Operation 11 Charlie charity, and 100% of this is going to go to that group of folks.
So yes, Jason, we are definitely going to make a lot of content with this new Max. We're both super excited to get our hands on it. We don't know who's going to get it first. Obviously, it's going to be decided in the next episode. But man, either way, we are going to try and provide the best content that we possibly can. And if there is something specific that you want us to touch on, hit us up in the chat. Comment here, whatever you want to do, fan page, anything. If you want, PM me, PM Tyler. We're always available and ready. It would definitely be pretty darn cool. And let's face it, a lot of people can have fun with the Max. So I think it's a great platform to start off with, and just being able to showcase some of the cool products that me and Tyler have been talking about with heat, staying in our $1,000 budget, definitely cool. Yeah, he's saying it. Of course, it's going to be covered in the show. It's going to be awesome.
And the giveaway is going to be in February, so we've got time. We've got time to get this all set up. So there's nothing on the website yet. This is kind of like our first introduction. And so if you want to check out, so I'll be on the Operation 11 Charlie YouTube show next Monday, the 28th, and it starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Operation 11 Charlie has a weekly show every Monday at 8:15 on YouTube. I'll be on there on the 28th, so a week from tomorrow, to talk about this build, and I'll probably be on it again here after we get the truck and kind of start getting into this a little bit further. So keep an eye on that. If you haven't checked them out, check out their webpage, check out their Facebook page, their YouTube page. Very interesting stuff. Very great charity. They've been around for quite a while doing this thing, and it's been growing. So there's a lot of members who are very passionate about the cause, and we are as well. So we want to help increase that passion and hopefully share that with some people who aren't already aware of it.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be super cool.
Well, let's see here. We've got about 5 minutes left. Should we go ahead and do the drawing for our two giveaways here?
Yeah, man. So Cow Snot and the headlamp. Both people are going to get both. So it's a twofer this time. And I think Chris actually got his and already put it to good use, he was saying, on some of the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Here, let's get
How many entries do we have? Because
37.
we have 47. We have 47 for 47?
No, 37.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you guys rock, man. So don't forget, get your hashtags in. We'll give you 1 more minute. There you go. Hashtag snot. Get your chance to win free stuff. Either get the cow, you're going to get the snot and a headlamp. So I've been using my headlamp for the lighting in here just so you can see me. And it's definitely working good. And I got the Cow RC pit lamp in here working overtime.
All right, let's do a share here. We're gonna do our first round. We got 40 entries.
Okay, good luck. Oh man, Dino! Wait a minute, is this the intro? Is this the intro? Well, Dino, there you go.
He goes from a cold spell of about a year to a double back-to-back wins. Congratulations, Dino.
That's awesome.
All right, let's do one more draw here.
Cheat code.
Corey.
Okay. All right, Corey, man. Definitely been putting in some work, and I hope to see Corey soon because we are switching gears and going some indoor racing now. So everything's getting switched out. I'm looking forward to it, and definitely miss hanging with all my Cow RC peeps. So I will be moving stateside shortly, and it'll be a blast. Maybe we'll even get Tyler out. We'll have to sponsor him. I don't even know if he has any off-road stuff left, but
no, I'd always be down with some short course. I love a good short course race.
Man, you know who was killer at short course was Mike. I could not believe how fast he was, and his paint scheme. Yeah, his paint scheme is like a cow. Like it's like the gray, black, and white, like the cow kind of thing. And I'm old now, so I really can't see that well. And on black carpet, it was blending in some of the times. Like he was jumping out of my life. I was like, this thing's crazy.
There's something about short course that just makes me giggle. Like it's just watching those fat pigs just like wander around the course, like flying all over the place. Like it makes me not take it so seriously. Like I love it. It's so much fun. But it's just about it's just funny. It's just funny to watch, like clown cars.
Short course for the win. I love it, man. It's my favorite one.
Short course for life. Well,
yeah,
awesome,
man.
Guy. Well, good deal. Well, I think this gets us through this episode 43. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate, for the new people that showed up, thank you, and for the guys that have been here week after week, thank you for your continued support. We're super excited to be sharing this charity build with you guys for the next few months, and more is going to progress. Obviously, everything's going to be covered on the show. We'll have some videos on the between shows and episodes to show off during the show, so you guys are going to see it all. That's why we're doing this, because for one, we want to raise money for a really good charity, and two, we want to entertain, right? So we want to make sure that we're showing you how you can use your vehicles, their full potential, and use Cow RC products to keep them running.
Yeah, and the content that we're going to be able to create with this new Max is going to be epic. So stay tuned and be prepared to vote next show on who gets what. So we'll see you then. Bye for now.
All right, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. Thanks, guys. Make sure you bring your comments for who's going to do what to the charity build. We want answers.
Yeah, man.
Bye, everybody.